producer I am, making beats, I actually have people who have recorded over my material before, who live in Atlanta. They have networks and they have reached out to other artists. So I plan on getting references, going there, seeing them. You know, I don't get to see them a lot, so it's a nice opportunity to give them more beats and then network past that. I also have people that came down that I know from New York and one from Miami. Plan on networking with them and seeing who they found out since they've been here. One of them actually was at the BET Awards. One of them actually came down with actually a well-established artist. I plan on trying to reach out to him. He's doing a video shoot. I got 3 shots. I figure I can at least get one. So
I'm cool with a industry person, kind of an A&R. You know, he's been helping me out a lot with my music, and hopefully, you know, upcoming soon, there's an artist that I actually have a placement on his album. They're in town. He actually performed at the BET Awards. I'm not certain that, you know, I will be able to get up with them because, you know, obviously, I reached out to them yesterday, but I haven't like given them a time, so I don't really know their schedule. But I do know some really good songwriters, and they're actually artists themselves, and we're all kind of cool. He's cool with the other group of dudes, and I've done music with these guys. They're cool with me. I've done tracks with them. They've written literally for like a ton of people in the industry, and it's just people that I've networked with, you know, over the last year, 2 years. And I told them, you know, hopefully we can link up.
One thing I know for sure, we talked to M16 yesterday after the opportunity, and he gave us a list of 3 places as far as party-wise and areas to check out that he knows for a fact. Certain artists are going to be there hanging out, you know, after the things going on tonight. So that was just one of the things that we discussed. We probably should get that out. I'm not going to lie and say, you know, we know a lot of people down here, because we really don't. You know, we don't really get out to network like this. So.
That's cool. For this purpose,
right.
And in life, remember, no one cares what you don't know.
Right.
Just tell us what you do know.
Right.
All right, where are the 3 parties?
We wrote them down. I can't say them.
But we definitely wrote them down. We didn't ask them what were the best ways to approach contacts when we go to these parties. And then he gave us tips, and you know, he says, hey, look, if you see the artist, look at the people around the artist. The artists aren't really always that engaging, but the individuals around the artists a lot of times are. And you can get a lot of contact information from those individuals that can get you into the door with the artist.
Are these exclusive events?
I don't think so, because we asked him like, what are some places, like some general places. He just gave us the name of like a couple of clubs. So
How long do you think you're going to have to stand in line? What line are you going to stand in?
I'll probably check out the biggest club that we thought, you know, we'll probably have to ask around to see which one is the biggest club that we probably get a better opportunity with.
So you pull up to the club, then what?
Go in, we ask around.
So it's no in automatic, you know, from the contact. Is he gonna be there, the contact that you talk to?
M16, we have probably not.
Well, he never said he was going to be there.
Yeah.
He was telling us,
he was giving us tips on
to
where
go to spots where the connections are and how to go about getting the connections. He himself didn't say he would be there. He said, look, the connections you're looking for will be in these spots. This is how you get at it.
What kind of venues are these?
He said there were clubs.
Regular nightclubs?
That's what he made it sound.
I got a question for you. Once you get in, how are you going to get to the people that you know you want to see? How are you going to know who they are? How are you going to get to them?
Right, we were thinking about that also, but it was mainly combing the crowd, walking through, trying to pinpoint the people that we definitely know, that we can visually see. And then, you know, once we get to that point, like you said, look around them, see the people that they're interacting with, maybe try to talk to those people and get the connections that way.
Exactly, like if the DJ is saying, hey, they go 2 Chainz. If we see 2 Chainz raise his hand, we're going to look around, not at 2 Chainz, but the people around him. Maybe that might be a good tactic. not to, talk right to him, but his entourage, or just like what he was saying, who's easily approached and not, going straight to the person, So that was one of the things we thought about.
Well, the thing is, what I know about clubs, if you don't have a contact, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because you guys plan on paying to get in, or because this the night is gonna be crazy. So you some more extended, long ass lines.
How much are they gonna have to pay?
Yeah, how much you going to pay?
How much are you willing to pay to get in the club?
Yeah, 50.
200. This is Atlanta.
50 a month. I don't know.
Yeah, cause I mean, I don't know. That's why it's low. That's why it's low stuff.
Good luck with that.
That's what's low stuff. Like, man, I already know that. It's
Well,
probably.
I guess that's the thing. Like when like I said, we haven't been thrown in this situation before, and it's just one of those learning processes that we have to go through. We got some emails last night at the party. We grabbed whatever we could. So it's no doubt we'll definitely try to check those out too. But it's one of those situations where, hey, we're nobody. We're trying to be somebody. So it's one of those things that we're willing to do whatever it takes. That's what we came down here for, to learn. Okay, what is the proper thing that we need to do in order to get to that point? Because we don't know.
You almost sound like your expectation is not that high because you haven't done it before. Is that correct?
We're learning. It's a learning process. That's just what it does. Like the first time that I met them, I had to go through some growing pains. Like I couldn't just walk up to the hottest producer in our city and say, hey, what's up? I kind of got to know the people under him, got introduced, you know what I'm saying, and then we took it from there. I didn't just walk up to him and say, hey, my name is I got beats. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the same situation here. You're throwing us in a city that we don't know. We really haven't been out here to throw any connections at. So, we don't know what's around here, what avenues that we can go through. But
How long have you known that you were coming here during this time, though?
for a couple months.
Yeah,
To
like,
say the least.
Yeah.
It's a long time to, allow research in terms of what may be going on in the city, what venues are in the city, especially being that this is Hip Hop Awards weekend. Did y'all do any research at all?
Well, as far as the social media, we followed BET Hip Hop Awards.
I mean, you laughing, but this is the reason why we came out.
You are that convincing to believe this. Damn!
Let me ask you this.
Oh, we won't right.
Do you guys feel that you're prepared for this task?
I feel like we would be prepared because it's one of those situations like
Would
we got
we?
thrown. If the situation came up where we had to get it done, we would get it done.
You have to get it done.
Well, that's
The honest
what I'm
answer is
saying.
we're not prepared. I mean, that's the honest answer. I think what happened with us is we got caught up in the, and I'll be honest, we did. We got caught up in the music and forgot about the research and the hustle.
And that's why the dude with the whack beat can get it off.
Exactly.
No, because he's gonna go harder than you.
Contacts outside who we met in one of the scheduled meetings that we had with you all. Nobody. I am contacting, maybe friends, family members. Well, I have contacted. I'm just waiting on responses, honestly. As far as the
So you're waiting on
I'm
people to
still
reach back.
basically I'm on standby with that.
Who did you hit?
I mean, like just mere friends, aunts, uncles, younger. They're around our age. To try to see, they have any idea of, what functions might be going on.
Are they in the industry?
No. As far as industry, that's part of the only contacts we got within the industry are from the event that you all had us scheduled.
I called up one of the guys named Quest. He does a lot of writing he's actually in the industry. He works in DC. He's down here he was actually at the party that we went to last night, just doing his thing, promoting himself. So he might, he left a couple of clubs, going to a couple more clubs tonight for BT events, parties. So hopefully I get a call back from him. That's my main connect. I also have some friends from college who are from Atlanta, but they're in college. I got in contact with a couple of them. They're like, well, I'm not really there to tell you what's going on, but I can tell you the hottest clubs that I go to. So as far as connections in Atlanta, that's what I got.
Did you do any research before you got here?
as far as what venues.
Anything.
Where, besides the fact that, there'll be numerous things going on for the BET weekend, not really.
So what's going on this week?
Well, obviously the BET Award weekend,
Okay.
which means a lot of artists, singers, rappers.
What events?
Besides the after parties, I honestly don't know in detail. As far as names, I can't give that to you right now.
I just want you to think more. There's nothing wrong with thinking like an artist, thinking like a producer, because that's what's gonna help you create. But you need to think more like a business, because y'all are also a business. And you will not make a beat for anybody that's gonna generate any revenue for you until you start thinking like a business. Sometimes that means making something out of nothing. You didn't have anybody to meet here, knowing that coming in, saying, okay, well, how can we drum something up? Because this conversation would have gone a lot better for y'all if y'all had at least been like, well, we tried this, it didn't work, but here's what we tried.
When I was here on Thursday, I met up with Ross Lara. He's a producer engineer. He was a good contact I met at CSAC. Also, I reached out to Ivan from One Shot Management yesterday when I found out about the challenge, and since then, even today, I was reaching out to the people that we met at CSAC, M16, for sure, that group that was on X Factor, reaching out to all these people on Twitter. I heard back from Ross. He wanted to know more about, what we were doing. He said, unfortunately, he was busy tonight, and that he's getting out of town in the coming week, so his schedule's kind of compacted. So unfortunately, that didn't work out, and I'm still waiting back to hear on Ivan, M16 for sure, the other people that I hit up. So I have nothing concrete yet, but I'm staying positive.
I can appreciate your effort, especially when I got a notification from my Twitter app, and I saw that you actually hit M16. Yo, man, out here with this dynamic producer show, of any events going on tonight, trying to grind. And he responded. Did you see his response?
I did not see his response, actually.
Club mansions, that's what he said.
Noise.
Waiting on some calls. I come down here. I got some family down here, some friends, a couple industry connections. Coach K did some work with Jeezy. I set up a studio visit to Assembly Sound Lab with my buddy Jay Walker. He's from DC, but he's been down here for about 10 years. Working with a lot of cats. I'm good friends with Dougie Fresh's road manager.
So we just came out of the interrogation with Felicia and the rest of the dynamic staff, and they were trying to grill us and see exactly what we had in store for tonight for the grind mission. And we came up with what we had. Everybody had a different idea. Everybody had a different approach. Not everybody was successful. We had some success though, and we're definitely going to move forward with that. We definitely got some responses from the producers that we met so far, managers that we met so far, and songwriters that we met so far. We're going to use all that stuff, incorporate it in our itinerary for the night. I'm super excited. This is a great opportunity. It's on us to come up with the next mission. So far the program's been incredible, meeting a lot of people, going to different events, but this is on us. This is what we're going to do for ourselves, and this is what the real industry is all about, what we can do for ourselves. And I think so far, at least for our team, we got a lot of potential for tonight. A lot of potential. As long as we go in, play our shit, it's going to be good.
I wasn't necessarily upset at anything. Like it's water, rolling off my back, because that's what we came down here for. I think we came down here to be put in a situation that we haven't been put in before. You know what I'm saying? And people's gonna have their different opinions, and y'all feel like we was unprepared, but to us, we kind of looking at it as, it's growing pains. So it's all how you look at it, you know? If we got upset about every little thing, then there's no way that we would have lasted, together as a group as long as we had. So, because, we have our spouts, but that's all part of this business. That's all part of learning and growing and putting yourself, that's the only way you do grow, is when you put yourself in certain situations that you're not used to, and you have to kind of figure your way out of them. So, you know, it's nothing to get mad about. It's just, you know, okay, we found out that's a spot that we could do better. So now we know.
I'll admit it. I was upset. But I would say I was more upset with myself because I'm one of those dudes who always try to think ahead, you know, like a chess player. You always got to think about the next move more so than the move you're already making. So I feel like I let myself down, I let my team down, you know, and I let DP down for not being prepared. Because, like she said, we knew about it for a while.
Yeah.
There were some things that we could have done, but we concentrated on music, you know, beat battles and all kind of other stuff. And you know, we
got
could
lost
have
in the shuffle, maybe.
you know, thinking about the hustle, you know, while we were down here, got lost in all our everyday routine, and we can only blame ourselves. So yeah, I was a little irritated at myself. For one, it's embarrassing to get called out like, yo, you ain't prepared for something that you claim that you want to do for a living. But, you know, whose fault is that but my own? So I was mad at myself.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Calvin, because just for the simple fact that I think we knew already that was one of our weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the biggest thing that we had trouble with. And, you know, we even talked about this weeks before we came down here. It was like, our hustle game is not where it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, our website ain't doing no sales. There's a lot of things about business in general that we were just lacking on. And, you know, we brought that to the forefront and said, okay, look, this is something that we're weak at and we could probably correct. So...
And that's why I say we let ourselves down, because we did talk about it, but
I
we
wouldn't
never
say
corrected
that.
it.
I mean, it's one of those things where we know it's not our strongest.
And that's where you gotta build on the things that you know you're not strong. You just can't say, I'm not strong at it, so I'm just never.
No, yeah, and I think it's gonna take time to do that. It's not something that you just like. I mean, obviously, if we were born with it, it would just be something that we were already good at and we wouldn't have to worry about. But I mean, that's how you grow.
Making beats. It's something that we worked
exactly.
At.
So I'm not gonna put so much pressure on us, you know, not doing well at this assignment, because we already knew that, hey, this is an area that we have to grow at.
And I'm gonna say this, like, as far as what I believe, we put all of our efforts. And as far as this whole situation that we're in now, in our tracks, our assignment that we had to do before we came down here, we put everything into that. Not really looking as far as networking. You know, we thought about network. We knew we was going to network. We was going to hustle hard networking, but we put a lot of efforts in our tracks because we wanted our tracks to be the main focus, you know, for the people who's going to be guaranteeing to be hearing our tracks, you know. Right. So that's basically my opinion, but I feel like right now is not too late because we hadn't been out there yet. Once we get out there, we're gonna go hard. We're gonna find whoever we can. We're gonna hustle. So that's basically my attitude on it now. So
this is our life. This is what we want to do. You know, so to just say that, that we didn't try, that I disagree with. Everything else, you know what I'm saying, is a learning aspect. You know, we definitely could have done some research. Yeah, of course. You
the one that made her love you.
Man, love ain't got nothing to do with that.
Cheating.
I think she's the one guy.
I never said that.
Yeah, you was on that for real.
I was not.
Yes, you was. It was like, you know, she's the one, you know.
She really likes me,
You was
guys.
at the studio getting stuff done, and you brought her to the studio to kick it with her.
She was cool. Y'all even said she was cool.
She was cool. We didn't ain't the ones that broke up with her. You are. Yeah. Goofy ass nigga.
That cool.
Did you make a song for her?
You mind if I bring my girlfriend to the studio?
And there he is, up in the studio, proud too, smiling and shit, toe tapping.
Y'all are over exaggerating for the camera.
That's what we saw.
Whatever.
You're gonna have to excuse her smell.
Okay.
It did not even go down like that.
I don't get involved in relationships.
Oh,
I fuck
is
up
that
and
what
leave.
it is?
I deceive them and I fuck them and I leave them.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is
that what you?
Don't edit that. Keep all of that.
That's the part you keep. That's good TV.
Keep that. That's good TV. That get your ratings up.
Like that girl on the phone last night, man.
Oh yeah. Called a chick at 3 in the morning. I figured, hey, if she answered, she really likes me, you know.
She likes me. Hey, Mikey.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a pretty funny story, but they ain't got nothing to do with the mission, so we gotta get back on what we gotta do, right? Yeah, all right.
See, open mic Atlanta.
Is there a cover charge over there?
Well, yeah, I got my man Vic. I'm talking to him right now, and I'm going to see if he can hook you up with anybody who's down there. So I'm going to try and at least see if anybody can reach out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, look.
Possibly him, or like possibly I'll send a text to Cone and see if he's around, but I don't think he is. But I'll start floating some stuff around, see if I can get in touch with anybody.
Hey, man, hit me back. But yeah, dude. Like, once I get back to DC, I'm coming right back to House Studio, man. I'm gonna be in there. We gotta finish some stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I'm totally right, man, totally. So let me send this text for you and see if I can help you out, man. I wish I was down there, man. That sounds like a fucking blast.
Dude,
It is,
yeah,
Jake.
man. Everybody's down here right now, Jake. It's crazy.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
All right, dude.
Well, let me send you a text, and then I'll let you know if I get any hits back.
I mean, hit me back ASAP. Thanks. Peace.
Sir.
That's what's it called? Wally's producer. That's what you talking about.
Yeah.
You gonna talk about that? My man got it.
All right. Let's see if we can get in this club.
There you go. What's that about?
Find out. Ship parts of the U.S. right now. I just realized where I was.
I was just about to tell you.
I just realized it's a gay club.
I should have.
It's a gay club. It's all guys in the line.
Man, what the fuck?
It's all guys.
Oh, it's a fun boy club.
Hey, you know what? How you find that out? You know what? Because I just looked around.
Ain't no women in that man. It was your idea to go in there.
Hey, no, it wasn't. All right, look, I saw a line and I saw a club sound. All right, you ain't about to get me. I was like, you know what? We gonna go. Just leave.
I was thinking about the cat that you talked to. That was the manager.
No, hey, did you hear the dude like, okay,
Where you guys going? Why you leaving?
It's a party.
I just realized where we were, man. You know what? Never again, man. You gotta keep going, man.
Hey, you want some of that handheld, man? Hey, go ahead.
You're not going in all that to say.
One of my tracks, I can't even remember, like, it's a whole catalog, but I've been working all day. I'm on tour right now, radio tour, promote my new single, Wild. Cuss in the building, came down, made it happen. This is my brother right here. So,
I come out the cave every now and then.
It's going down, man. We having a good time, though. You know what I'm saying? I love Atlanta. I've been down since 08. You know what I'm saying? Glad my brother made it through. We're going to have a good time. What we do, Law? We lunch.
Lunch.
Then one more, right?
He's in the clubs. He's going on tour with Waka Flocka. You know, we got connections out, you know, in West Coast, right? You got the thing with Snoop Dogg, right?
So DJ Quick.
We were down in Miami just last year. It was like late last year.
It was
the Doug Carr show.
Tour,
Gorilla Zoe, Jeremiah, Travis McCoy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a good look.
Everybody. Everybody now, that's Frank T.
JRB gonna play some shit.
This is called Queen. It's already got a hook on it.
Okay.
But, you know, you can take it with the hook.
Let's check.
Bitch, I do this shit, but you be flaking like damn, yeah. I see you mugging, but they like a fit your face. Photoshop off the top, I won't mind. I need my shit all the time. Goons in this bitch, ain't no saving you. Like private ride.
My man Rob here.
Rob, what it do, man? True, man. Appreciate it, bro. I ain't real.
My man Sheezy right here.
Sheezy, what it do, bro? You already know. True, man. Good to meet you.
They both got some different.
Bitch, we smoke that line and they got us hooked like candy canes. Explain.
out to this event focused, prepared. I was thoroughly impressed by your music, your consistency, your grind, your hustle. Did this experience live up to your expectations?
It did. I really enjoyed coming down, and it's kind of made me realize that you know, you can contact people through the internet or whatever, but nothing makes up for an in-person contact and actually going to where it's happening. I actually just started working with doing a lot of tracks for an artist in Dubai. He's kind of an international artist, and we have some amazing stuff. It's going to be on his upcoming album. Also, there's an artist that I've been working with for years and years and years. I played a couple of his stuff. His name is Steve. He's from Miami, and I just think the guy is super talented. And you know, I really want to try to bring him to the next level, but also we can elevate each other.
So where is the buzz in the level you're trying to take? Because obviously, you know, in today's industry, it's all about the buzz. You know, cats are getting signed because their buzz is crazy, their fan base is crazy. So where you're at with the buzz, the artists?
Still working on it. No pretty way to put it.
Yeah, like social media. I mean, obviously, that's at this day and age, that's what's important. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. You know, like why you guys are definitely working on the music, the sound, and trying to find out that right zone. You know, that's what you could be doing, because obviously at the end of the day, you know, if people don't know about you, don't care how hot you are.
In closing, I just want to say that you have to have music, you have to have grind, hustle, business. There are so many components. And after this weekend, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, you are definitely on the come up. I'm glad you're a dynamic producer. I'm looking forward. I know we got meetings to hit tomorrow. Grammy Award, winning folks interested in what you have going on, industry executives. This is going to be a good ride.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You gotta get the man with the
Keep up the great work, then, man. So I just say, definitely.
Thank you.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
I am souped right now about every single situation that we came through, not just today, past 2 days, even from the connections we made first day here, Friday, Saturday, all day today, and hopefully tomorrow. I'm really ecstatic. There's a lot of potential. Obviously, got to follow through with all that. Today with Lil Ronnie was amazing. Hopefully, we're going to meet up with him tomorrow. Be able to play him some tracks. Very powerful.
I think what impressed me the most was that you came with the music, okay? Talent is just a prerequisite. That's how I feel. But you came, you brought it. And where you were lacking on the contacts, you really made a serious effort and attempt to make whatever you could happen, happen.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that can be the difference. You know, it's a ton of producers that got dope music. And at some point you realize it's less about the music. You know, once you elevate to that level, everybody's got dope music. And seeing what you did without us even telling you. Some people we had to pull them to the side and say, what are you doing? We didn't have to tell you that. You knew what to do. You went out and you exhausted all possibilities to make things happen. And that's what it takes to be a dynamic producer. That's what it takes to get ahead. And for that, I commend you.
Thank you. I mean, I've been involved with dynamic producing for a couple of years. And once you're ready, you need to do everything it takes to make connections and make those people hear your music.
And that's why I came here, because I knew there was going to be a lot of people looking for music to hear. And I came, and it really, so far, it's worked out for me.
So this experience was well worth coming down here.
Without a doubt. So I need to know.
Proud, you are officially on the come up. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Thanks, man.
Alright, Sheezy, so I know before you came here, you had questions about, did you have what it takes? You've been pursuing this for a while. You've been going hard, trying to find your lane. After your experiences this weekend, how do you feel?
I still feel good. Still feel confident. Feedback I got. And mostly positive. The negative feedback I got, it wasn't necessarily on the music, it was just things surrounding music. So I took it into account. Getting back home and get back to work.
It's really made me realize that you have a movement that just has not been cultivated yet. I don't think your music is for everyone and for every single situation. But I think your uniqueness, I think that you have a unique perspective on this. And there are tons of ways for you to explore that. So I'm happy, that you found that. Some producers search years trying to, fit in here or fit in there. And I just feel like, it goes back to the branding. I feel like there is a lane and a brand that you can build and really let that contribute to your success. What do you?
Yeah, being from the DMV area, I've definitely heard of you before. I heard of Sheezy Beats. And so that's letting me know that you're definitely out there building a brand. At this point, your sound is unique, so
And when we went out on the streets, in the grind, trying to connect with people, I was impressed. You were on the phone when we first announced it. You were the first person to say, what we gotta do? Oh, okay, I'm on it. We took note of that. When we see producers help themselves, it makes us want to go hard. It's like, man, Sheezy's doing this, Sheezy's doing that. I'm hollering at Fahim. I'm like, yo, hey, what can we do to help? Because we see that he's invested. Did this weekend live up to your expectations?
It's some great contacts. Now it's not a real work weekend, it's just about the follow up.
I'm proud to say you are officially on. Congratulations.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Congrats, man.
I'm gonna do nothing but work harder.
This weekend was very good. I had a lot of opportunities presented to me. A lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten had not Dynamic Producer led the way and been the catalyst for those opportunities. And a lot of things I'm going to be thankful for in the future, which I'll definitely give back to Dynamic Producer.
Yeah, you definitely smashed it, man. You really know what your niche is, and you play up to that, as well as tapping into other things. And not only tapping into them, but doing them very, very well, which is something I definitely admire.
I think your advantage is that you're not so thirsty that you don't have to compromise your creativity. There are a lot of producers who just try to fit in different molds, and because they're just so hungry to get a plate. They're just so like, oh my God, like, and I feel because you look at it like a business, I think that's really gonna help you. Love the music, love everything that I heard. Super excited about your hustle, your grind, your contacts, getting on the phone, making things happen. I appreciate the fact that you also work with artists on the company. That's important. There are a lot of producers who chase Rick Ross and, Wale all day, but you don't do that. You realize that you need to collaborate. You're always collaborating with writers, musicians. We have these conversations, and your relationships, from what we've seen, are real. It's not just about meeting a person, it's about developing that relationship. You were able to call one of your clients in to come down, listen to music, and just chop it up. That's real. You can take that to the bank. There's nothing in the way that I can see for you to get to the top. Nothing. You quit, but you're not a quitter. That I know for a fact. Custom, you are officially on.
Thank you.
All right. Until tomorrow, don't hit those meetings. All right?
All right. Good luck on the meetings. Good time.
I guess I'll say on behalf of both of us, then I guess on behalf of both of us, we've learned that generally, when you want something as bad as you think you want it, you have to, take extra steps. You have to, you have to stand out in certain aspects. You have to, really, do research and study and learn. And wanting something means, they can, basically, I think you all said something about giving us a hand, not handouts, and that kind of hit us, and kind of ricocheted back and forth, in our minds, and that, that we took that very seriously, because that's how we were brought up, and that means a lot to us. So if anything, we've learned that, especially in this game, which is so competitive, we need to step it up. We need to take initiative and chasing what we want, just in the grind hard, in our long term. So that's what I definitely learned.
I thought I was focused, but I was doing too much outside of my production. And this is about production. How can we get our music to the industry and make money successfully? So, learning directly from Patricio was just an amazing thinker. Clarity is the first thing I understood. It's clarity. To be clear in your goals and your directives, and to know exactly what you want and how to get it. The hustle has to be that much stronger. The focus has to be that much stronger. And as you like to say, you just have to bring it a lot more. And like I said, this is how we were raised, especially being Nigerians. We raised to just, that's why the name of our group's Third World. Come from the bottom and get to the top. And I learned just consistency, confidence, and focus and clarity.
The music is amazing. That's the hard part for a lot of people. Because you have the music, you gotta get the grind. I don't think you're on the come up yet. Only because talk is cheap. But I think you're on the way. I I really, really do. And I'm looking forward to working with you all to make sure that the commitments that you made come to fruition. We got some work to do. We definitely got some work to do. I think when you're a part of a team and you know how to manage the team, it's a great thing. But I feel like the way you all are working together, it doesn't necessarily come across as being the most productive. You know, are you able to make tracks? Yeah. Are you able to do some hustle, some grind? Yeah. But are you making music and grinding at the level that I think you can? No. I think someone joking with you about you being the father. You know what I mean? Is that how you feel?
Yeah, sometimes. Could be a bad thing if I'm being too strong, because the reality is I'm not their father.
Sometimes they're not really sure what to expect. The raw potential is there, and that's important, because that's what a lot of top groups, the top stars, that's where they start off, with raw potential. But it's gonna take the right mentality to really cultivate that, you know? And brutal honesty. Like, do you guys work as a team, or do you work as an individual?
What are your strengths? You guys have to know your strengths and your weaknesses. So if you know you're strong at something, that's what you need to concentrate on. So, you know, with everything, the same thing with you both as well. So just concentrate on your strengths, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like this weekend was a huge learning experience for us, you know. I was speaking to them earlier. I felt like this was one of the first tests that we really had, because we worked together, you know, we worked together before, but not in this capacity. And, you know, the three people, as much as y'all say consistency, I think, and as far as breaking the bar, it's harder for us because we all have to agree. I think that's one of the biggest things that we decided we were going to do as a group, is we were going to agree together and work together and whatever we decided to do. You know, it's three minds that we have to please. And we all have different musical backgrounds. We all have different, extremely different opinions at times.
If the issue is, you know, we all have to agree, you know, who's willing to take the L? Maybe you take the L if you trust somebody, but if you don't trust them, then you feel like.
I think that goes back to exactly what I was saying. You know, you have three people with different views and backgrounds. It's hard to trust, you know, because.
But can you respect your partners if they know something more than you?
We have a system, and that's just how we work things out. And
What is the
sometimes it
system?
doesn't. It's 2-1. So if two people agree on it, that third person is just left out, and that's how we do it.
You guys, like, the third person left out, like, he's like,
Well, you know, it's a strategy. It's not just, okay, let's take it. No, we actually break things down. What needs to be done? What kind of strategies? Who we send the track to? You know, it's a process before we just say, yeah, you know what I mean?
That's just our final end all be all way of, okay, if we do have a disagreement, that's how it gets shown down. And, you know, I've learned, you know, in our 3 years of partnership to handle that. We've all done it. You know, we've all pulled that card. Like, okay, well, you don't disagree, or you don't agree with us, but, you know, Sonny said, I'm rocking with it. You said I'm rocking with it. You gotta take that L.
What's the most important thing that you have to do? There's one answer. And I hope you get it right.
The most important thing
most.
Saying before we leave here.
No, when you leave here, when you go off and you're back in, Ohio, what's the first order of business for the royalty?
The first order of business is to follow up on our contacts.
Negative.
What's your ultimate setback? Ultimate setback. What is holding you back right now as a group? Anything. What's holding you back?
What's holding us back as the group is not making sound decisions. And that sound decisions, whether they be.
So then what do you need to do when you get back?
We have a plan for the decision making. We need to definitely come up with a better plan.
You have to get your house in order. When you get your house in order, then you'll be on the way, right? And then after that, we're going to be checking in with you guys. We're going to see where you are. Because talk like, wah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. It means absolutely nothing. So we're going to be working with you. That's the great thing. You're not doing this alone. We know more about you now than we ever have. So now it's like, okay, we got a laundry list of like road regimes.
A laundry list?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but we've got a laundry list.
You gonna share it with us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. One by one.
Have
Man.
a chat right now.